Hey guys, it's Richard Butler here, and today I am reviewing this. What is it? It's the Insta360 Go, which I just got today. And no, I didn't get it for free, I did actually buy it. So, what is it? Well, it's a mini camera. It's like an action camera. It's like a life camera, people have said, because it takes 30 seconds to 60-second recordings. And it is by the company Insta360. Now, it is probably the little brother of the Insta360 One X. Now, I have the Insta360 One X and I love it for taking pictures because it takes amazing pictures, but I've never really delved into the whole video. And when I have, the problem is that you take so much video, you might video half an hour's worth of content. And then to try and edit it on the phone is a little bit of a pain. And if you have to get it off the phone and onto the computer, and you end up with lots and lots of video footage. So Insta360 brought this camera out to give you 30-second clips. Now, let me just open it here, and it's a little bit tricky. Now, the only thing I worry about here is that when you open this, I would be afraid this would pop out, but it's actually on a magnet, and it's on a pretty good magnet. So this is the Insta360. Now, a lot of people have put this in their mouth, they've put it in their eye. I'm not going to do that. They've also said, oh look, I can hide it with my thumb. I don't want to stick my thumb onto the camera lens. So it is tiny. So it weighs 20 grams. I haven't actually weighed it, but they say it weighs just 20 grams and it is a steady cam. Now, what do we mean by a steady cam? Well, we mean that as you walk, the image won't actually bounce up and down. So we're gonna test that. We're gonna see some real footage that I actually shot, just complete nonsense that I shot. But you'll see. Oh, and I found that I'm still wearing this. And no, this is not some sort of lounge lizard medallion that I use to go out, but this is actually a sticky back for the camera. Now you can hear that click there. So the idea is that you put this on and you wear it like a body cam. Now, they do say that you have to be very careful. I know I meant to take that off. They do say that you have to be very careful and not to put this on thick clothing, because it's better for it to be on a t-shirt, underneath the t-shirt, or underneath a shirt, but not a green Irish jumper like this. So when I pull that out, it's pretty strong. It felt a little bit weak when I had it on this. It seemed to come off a lot easier. So this is for walking around. Then you have this mount here, which you can put that in here and it clicks into place there. And apparently, I haven't tried it, you can then stick that onto anything like windows. You can stick it upside down like that. You can stick it out the side. I've seen some people do videos of it actually sticking out a car window, which I'm not going to do yet. Now, here's the first thing that I found. When you want to take this out, you put your finger in there, like that, and you kind of poke it out. Now, I would be afraid that you would poke it too hard and it would go bum and it would actually fall. So I'm a little bit wary of that. This one is then a mount that you put in there, and you can put it on your baseball cap and you can walk around, or you could just clip it. I could clip it on here, or you could clip it onto any little device. You then also get that, which is like a sticky back for this, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's for that. I actually don't know. I haven't tried it. It's some sort of yeah, it's a sticky back for. It's a sticky back for this. Now that doesn't seem as strong. So I guess that one's not for movement anyway. And then you get the little charging case. Now it's very Apple-y designed, I think. Now to get this out, okay, I would put this in here and that charges. Now when I want to transfer my videos that I've actually done, when I want to transfer them, I actually just put that into my iPhone and it then transfers the videos. It takes a little while to transfer the videos. I thought the transfer would be a little bit quicker. Then I put that on top of that to protect it, and it kind of looks like a pair of AirPods. And I bought this little case for €7, about $8, and it's a hard case, and I can put everything in it. Now, I'm not sure that everything doesn't really stick in there that well, because I had it in my bag, and then when I took them out of my took out my bag, the camera nearly fell out, which isn't so good when it's just new. So let me just put everything in here. That might be the way. This might be the way to do it. That's the way to do it. So I have everything in there. I have my cables here, and I close it up. Now, the great thing about this camera that I've seen is that, God, I don't know, I'm going to end up going out like that, and people are going to say this guy is a complete weirdo. But the great thing about this camera is that you don't need an SD card because it has 8 gigs of memory in it, and it has a built-in battery. So it constantly charges when it's on the dock, like the AirPods. And some people say that's a limitation because they say you can't record anything with 8 gigs. But the idea behind this camera is it's for short flashes of your life. So you're walking, for example, I'm going to Dublin in a couple of weeks. 30 seconds of me boarding the plane. 30 seconds of me getting out of the plane. 30 seconds of me picking up the rental car. 30 seconds of me arriving at the hotel. 30 seconds of me getting up in the morning. It's just snippets of your life. You put it all together and you can have an overview of your trip, which might be 5 minutes in total when you put it together, but it's over the 5 days. So it's not a camera that you're using for production, for recording blog posts. Although you could, because I'll show you the recording that I did. And first when I got it, it was a little bit difficult to set up, I thought, because I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, because I'm one of these guys who does not read the instructions, and the instructions are this. But don't worry, this is only, some of this is in Chinese, French, Portuguese, etc. But it's relatively easy to set up. But it just took me a few minutes because I wasn't sure about it. Now, there is one thing that I want to show you, and this is not the only review I'm going to do because I want to do a long-term review, because the problem that I find with a lot of reviews is they don't really tell you everything you need to know, and I still haven't discovered everything I need to know. Now, when I want to transfer the information, I just put this into the lightning like that. Now, I'm not so happy about that because you have to be careful. I wouldn't want it to break or bend or anything like that. So I think this is one of the first things about the camera. I think you need to be careful. I don't think it is a rough and ready, throw it about type of action camera, because I have seen people who have said that it's quite slippy and they've actually dropped it. So I didn't know what to expect when I actually did the test footage, because it's a small camera. It's the size of my thumb. It's meant to stabilize. It's meant to do lots of things, but I wasn't 100% convinced that it would be that good. So what follows is footage that I took. It's not actually in the order that I took it, so if it doesn't make sense, you know why. But it's just me around here. I actually live near the Camp Nou, which is the Barcelona, you may have heard of them, the Barcelona football team's stadium. And I just walked around the area about an hour and a half ago, and it was around probably 6 o'clock. So it was starting to get dark. And I recorded the audio with the actual built-in audio device that's in the camera, the built-in mic. I wasn't expecting a lot. I was quite surprised. So let me roll the VT, as they say, and we'll see what it's like. And then I'll come back to you, and then let's just talk a little bit about it. So here we are outside the Camp Nou, and it's quite busy here, but everything should be okay. And check how that footage comes out, so you can see it there. It's quite an impressive building. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait till this goes on its 30 seconds, and then what I'll do is I will actually just walk along with the camera and see how it goes. So that's two 30-second clips, and it is amazing how long 30 seconds is. You don't actually realize it. So here we have the back of some buildings. I'll just pan over there. I don't know what they're doing in there. There must be, maybe they're filming. I've never seen that actually. I've never seen that there was a film studio there at all. But here you can see the area around where I live. So this is where I live. And you can see down here we have this car park. This is a car park that we used to always go to when we didn't actually have our own parking space, and it was a pain because what you had to do was you had to drive along and you had to wait, and then you have to have a look. And here you can see some more apartments this way. And yeah, it's quite a pleasant little place. And actually, well, here's some graffiti which is quite nice. And if you look up, you will see the sky. Now, over there, you will see that is the garage where our garage person works, and there's a bin. And here's me again. So it'll be interesting to see the footage. Again, this is just test footage. I'm not really doing anything with this. So walking. You can see the camp now there. It's fairly big. And then as we continue walking, we see that there's people coming along, and they probably don't know that they're even being recorded, and they probably think that I am just recording myself, but obviously I am not. Again, Match Day, the original series. Okay, very nice. And then down. Okay guys, so what did you think? I was pretty impressed by the sound. I was pretty impressed by the actual quality of the color. Now, the only thing I did was in the new app, there is an actual device to, or not a device, but there's a checkbox to enhance the colors. That's the only thing I changed. Now, I haven't edited, I haven't color corrected, I haven't color graded or any of those things like that. The sound is just from the actual system itself. Now, I was doing some test stuff in my apartment, and I won't show you that stuff. But on natural lights, or not natural lights, or not daylight, it's not that great. I think it's like any sort of, let's call it a low-end camera, it's not that great. But the outdoor quality, I was really surprised with. I thought it was pretty good quality, and it makes me think that I have to be a little bit more careful with my shots when I'm shooting. It's not continuous shooting like the Insta360 One X, which I really haven't used as a video camera, and I need to use it more as a video camera. But so far what I can see this camera being good for is just to hang on your medallion, and then as you're walking around just press, or do I have it in my pocket? No, I have a small little tripod that you can just walk around with, because I should have said that was actually on a small handheld tripod, just a really cheap tripod that I was walking around with. Doesn't weigh anything, quite inconspicuous. I'm looking forward to going to Ireland and doing some footage over there to show you as well. So what I want to know from you guys is, what are your questions about the Insta360? Because as I said, the reviews that I've seen so far have been quite good, but they haven't really answered a lot of the questions that I had, because I never really saw a good review with audio in it, or talking about editing or anything like that. And I want to do these reviews because I want you guys to feel, you're getting value. Now, I do have an Amazon.com link in the description, and I think there should be one for the UK as well. So, if you like it, if you're going to get this for Thanksgiving, maybe use my link down there. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to give you really good information. Now, really important that you subscribe, and that you actually click the bell icon. And you know what, actually, I think, did I actually introduce myself? I'm Richard Butler, hi, and I like to do honest reviews of software, and this is my first review of hardware. So give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what you want to know, and I'm here to help. Talk to you very soon, guys. Bye.